Hello, I'm Matt, and I was producing a short documentary for my film course, but then COVID-19 decided to exist. Instead, I have to make a self-documentary, so yeah. So, among other pastimes, I write and produce music, whether it be for short films or a web series or my own personal fun. And I've been composing or performing for over a decade. Even though as a child I was taught classically, I tripped and fell into the dark pit of rock, blues and jazz. So, where do we start? Usually when I'm writing music, I start with chords.
I want this key. No, this key.
I'll move on to some sort of melody or hook.
It's very medieval.
And then more often than not, what I end up then is what ends up being the chorus.
It's so repetitive, and it needs something.
Assuming that I'm going to start with the chorus, I'll probably end up working on everything leading up to the first chorus. So an intro, verse, pre-chorus. I've had a thought about genre. I can imagine it that it could be like a drum and if it had like a drum and bass beat, I feel like it would pass the awesome test. 164 BPM, 165. Either I'm gonna have to play too fast for it to be good.
Why?
Or just a little bit slower. Now, I have a little experience with drum and bass. I grew up listening to Pendulum and The Prodigy. My first attempt at it was not drum and bass at all. My second real attempt at it was a little better, and that was at a time I was really trying to learn Logic Pro, which is the DAW, the DAW that I produce with. My most recent attempt at drum and bass was very frustrating because sometimes ideas just come to me, then they fuck off. Lyrics are an interesting topic for me because I write stories into a lot of my songs and like using the lyrics. And sometimes, it's like cheesy romantic stuff, and other times this song is about someone that escaped from a cult. So let's see where my mind goes.
More than two glasses a day, one more grave to save. That's why my whispers, my instincts, my secrets, and the end.
Okay, so after the lyrics and after I finish the rest of the song on piano, I'll just start producing. So I'll start with piano. I used to record vocals last, but it's really hard to mix vocals into like a finished mix. So I've learnt the hard way to record vocals as soon as possible into the mix so that I always take the vocals into account. This is going to be a waste of time if this is terrible. I have never wanted coffee more. It's actually not as spiky as I want it to be. That's better. This needs to be at 170. Touch babe, any day. Oh, I didn't record with the metronome on, so it's all out of time. How can I not do that? That's a bit cheesy. Kind of improvised that, and I know I've got lyrics in front of me. I've got a microphone. Any day I'm cracking in this place. Oh no. Oh, I should not have had chocolate cake earlier. My tears, my whispers, my instincts. I'm doing kind of what Ed Sheeran does actually. It was where I'm recording kind of line by line, and I'm recording each line several times. I'll go in and I'll splice up all of those takes and get the best bits of each one, and it'll create like a flawless line. Not all of it is going to be perfect. I usually take a couple days if I'm gonna do vocals, but that's not what we're doing. Fix it in post. Now I have to mix it a little bit, and then I have to add a bunch of other instruments. My whispers, my instincts, my secrets. But it's gonna be great! And then all of this work that you see was ruined by a glitch. This is happening with all of the vocals. Doesn't even make sense. What do I do? I'm lost for words. I don't even know how to... Basically, this glitch pitched everything up, I think, by an octave. It shortened all my audio files. Vocals were not even just kind of wrecked, but also just deleted. I don't think I've ever written and composed and produced a song of my own in a day. I don't know if I can make it in time. We've got piano, a drum kit, a nice big bass, some guitar. This, it's just a xylophone. We've got a pretty generic guitar. Lead vocals. Down to build our space. We've got some of these. Out of the fray. My tears, my whispers, my instincts. And all together, we get this. More than 2 glasses a day. One more grave to save. Remind me to ask you to touch base any day. I'm sick of lying, just stay. I'm laying bricks down to build our space. Lead the way, I'm cracking in this place. That's why my whispers, my instincts, my secrets carry on the glasses a day. One more wave to crave. Turn the page, turn the other way, out of the frame. Turn the page, turn the other way, out of the frame. Out of the frame. My instincts, my secrets, my tears, my whispers, my instincts, my secrets, my tears, my whispers, my instincts, my secrets, my tears, my whispers, my instincts, my secrets, I'm sick of lying, just stay. I'm laying bricks down to build our space. Lead the way, I'm cracking in this place. That's why my whispers, my instincts, my secrets carry on. Carry on the air. Thank you for joining me on this fast-paced, panicky journey. I hope you were as amused as I was exhausted by the end of it, and I hope you like the song. It was fun to make, and if it weren't for that messiness in the middle of it, I reckon I could have done it in a day. But until then, stay safe.
and wash your hands.